and I need to out Unk Shaky Gurga a little bit here. That's right, folks. We're alive, and I hope everyone's having a great one. We're Christmas maxing. We are Santa maxing. You already know what it is. You already know what's up. Yeah, the gloves are a little too small. Every time I get any sort of costume, no matter how big it is, the gloves are always like a little out of, they just don't fit, but it's fine. In any case, I hope all of you have been good boys. I hope you've all been on the good list, the nice list, and not the naughty list this year. Morgan had a fantastic idea to incorporate that, as a matter of fact, onto the Socialismus. But before we get to Socialismus, okay, and many of you might be asking what that is, this is a part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news, about what's going on in the world of HasanAbi Piker. And of course, it's 11:07 a.m. here in California, Los Angeles. It is currently 62 degrees and mostly cloudy. It's been raining quite a bit. As a matter of fact, it was raining so bad that there was an issue. There was an actual issue with the internet yesterday. But as you guys already know, rain or shine, we grind. Obviously, I'm still streaming. I'm streaming every single day throughout the holidays. You already know what it is. For those who are looking to do something, who might not be able to get together with family and all that good stuff, or someone who's just simply looking for a little bit of entertainment in their lives to cut through the monotony. In any case, Merry Christmas, everybody. What is from the standpoint of water is what I would describe California. Yes. Also, this is a part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news. Okay. You and Van were hilarious yesterday. Dude, I know Van, one of the best guests I've ever had on this broadcast. He was so perfect. He was so dialed in. He was so good. I love having guests like that. When you get like a pure entertainer, on, it be like that. You know what I mean? Where you can tell, like, you get actors, you get activists, you get, all kinds of different people on the broadcast. But like sometimes you get somebody who just like doesn't understand this dynamic too well, but it doesn't matter. Just locks in and starts throwing up jokes over and over again. And it was fantastic. I love Van. I mean, I already, I always thought Van was really cool regardless, but I was very excited to do this collab with him already. But did you see your op getting called the out in a dinner?
Congressman.
Oh, I did see this video. Yeah.
Every year. Can I do a Jake impression?
No, let's do it. Let's hear it.
You guys, you don't want to talk to MAGA. You don't want to talk to MAGA. You just want, I'm pure.
Viewer metrics show that of 8,000 viewers, 3,000 are bots. Is that what the viewer metrics show? How are you making that viewers metrics? There's currently 13,000 people in the chat, and the actual number is 11,000. So I think your viewer metrics are wrong, my friend. It is pretty funny to think that, like, not only am I botting, but it's like this is how you choose to spend your Christmas. That's kind of sad, brother. Like, currently we have more chatters in here than we have viewers because it hasn't caught up yet. So if there are viewer metrics that you're looking at, it would actually show that there are more people in here than those who are being shown on the overall viewer count. In any case, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to do this yet. I'm not going to do the socialism stuff yet. I'm going to do it in a little bit, right? But yeah, I was talking about my personal news. We have Van on.
I'm so pure. I'm so right. That's not the way you get through to people. That's not the way you make friends with people. Oh, I'm so right. I'm the person. That's not.
His kids are here, man.
It's funny to me.
No, I know. It was pretty good. That was really good. The Cenk impression was really good. Cenk's giving twice this year. There were good clips and combos. Yeah. What is hanging out of Kaya's mouth? Is that drool? There's nothing hanging out of Kaya's mouth. What are you talking about? I can't see. There's nothing in her mouth. It could be her little Christmas collar thing, though. Wasn't St. Nicholas Turkish? That makes you biblically correct Santa. Yeah, exactly. The clip about Bernard Claus. That one did numbers too. I think. Where were we? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, personal news wise. Yeah, End of the broadcast. A whole family was here. Uncle Cenk Uygur was here. Some friends, and the extended family. We all got together. We had some barbecue ribs. It was delicious. We exchanged gifts with one another. I got some crazy gifts this year. My mom made a compy of all of the news articles that I'm in this year. Apparently, she like downloaded all of them and put them into like one big book. Basically, I think it's like 180 pages, which is crazy. It's not done yet. She gave me just like the first half of it, and it doesn't feature like the free press and stuff like that. I don't think it features like the hate ones, so it's probably, if you would incorporate the hate ones, it's probably like more longer than that. Anyway, regardless, yeah, I got the One Piece poster framed up. I got this little all different kinds of dogs. It's one of those like, what's this, I forget what the brand is called, but what is this called again? It's like the Labubu of drinking containers. Stanley, I think, is a Stanley. I don't know. Hasan has fallen for consumerism. No New York Post. No, I have it right here. Look at that. No New York Post. Of course, I got the New York Post on me. So yeah, that's where we're at. You got to retire the GTA posters. I can't retire the GTA posters. GTA posters have significance for me. I might switch up the posters behind me a little bit. But what'd you get for others? I went crazy, dude. For the niece, she already had the niece and the nephew both had like little wish lists already. So DIY art tools, and then for the nephew, just a boatload of Rams gear. I did not get him a Puka Nakua jersey, but Matt Stafford, another dude that I don't know what his name is. I forget his name, but there was another. Stuff like that. L Rams, yeah, I think the Puka Nakua jersey would have been funny because he's so tapped in. First of all, of course he wants a Puka one because, he's a Rams fan. And also as a Rams fan, of course, he thinks Puka's an incredible wide receiver. But, yeah, he's really good. And we were talking about the whole like, oh, did you see the controversy? And he was like, yeah, but he didn't know any better. He was like, he did the young thug. He don't got internet, basically. He was like, oh, Puka don't got internet. He doesn't know any better. It's fine. Yeah, he don't got internet. He just does not understand what that was about. Speaking of which, we will be talking about Aiden Ross because I do think he has a very unique perspective that I find fascinating. That's what I was spending my Christmas doing. I was sending Felix Aiden Ross clips. Can you please stand next to and dance with the ethnic Santa just so we can get a GIF? No, because I don't want to. My leg hurts. Other than that, I watched Elf for the first time ever. That was good. And I need to out Unc Shaky Gurga a little bit here. That man is a straight up goober, dude. Okay. He was cackling. Okay. He was like, the entire family's watching Elf and he's losing his mind. When Will Ferrell burps, like when he belches, he just lets it out. He was dying. I was like, bro, what the sure, it's funny, but god damn. Like, he walks in, Will Ferrell, Elf, walks into, what is it, Gimlet's or whatever? It's like Macy's, doesn't even exist anymore. And they spray him in the mouth with a perfume. And he lost his mind. He lost his mind, just like straight up belly laughter, cackling like a hyena. It was so funny. It was so funny watching him just like experience this movie for what I assume is like the 50th time in his life. Can't even enjoy no more without Mr. Max Leff's swollen ankles calling you out. It's just, he was sober. He was totally sober. He just loves the movie. He just loves how funny it is. And I thought it was a funny movie too. I thought it was very cute. It was very, very funny. I had some, I had some canonical improvements, like not to get all agenda piece with it, but there was some inconsistencies that must be addressed. But other than that, it's always funny watching movies from like the 90s and early 2000s where like you have this like book agent or this book publisher and a child's book publisher is basically like insanely wealthy by today's standards. Is funny to watch. For me, it's very funny to see stuff like that where you got like a guy who is a book publisher of children's books, and he's not the director of the FBI. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's crazy, because that's usually what happens in this day and age, in 2024, 2025. When you publish children's books, you become the director of the FBI, ironically enough. Is absolutely not a real concept. Even back when the movie came out, yeah, it's just funny to see like him in this Manhattan penthouse almost with his family, and he's this like vicious book publisher of children's books, and that's why he's on the naughty list. Anyway, cute movie overall. Peter Dinklage had a great role in it, by the way. Very cool. But yeah, Elf, great movie. 10/10, great Christmas movie. I certainly had a bunch of Christmas tree. I asked my niece if she still believes in Santa Claus, and the whole room went silent. And it's like, and she doesn't, but like they made it seem as though I was like doing this major thing where I was like, what if I was like ruining her Christmas or something? And it's like, yo, she's like 12. Why she doesn't believe in, she's 12, man. She's 13. Actually, she's not even 12. She's 13. Why would she believe in Santa Claus at the age of 13? And she doesn't. It's not even marginal at that point. Not to get all Donald Trump with it, but like, it's not even marginal at that point. At age 7, it's marginal. The worst thing is, I didn't even ask her if she believed in Santa Claus. I actually said something even worse than that. I said, how many years ago did you stop believing in Santa Claus? Like, I didn't even leave any room for, like, that was my entry point into the conversation. I just turned to her and I was like, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus? What a Grinch move. In any case, you look uncomfortable. I'm so cozy right now. This actually is the coziest Santa outfit I've ever worn. It's like kind of fire. Anyway,